Hi and welcome to the Theme Park Trainer Podcast as your hosts, Ryan and Dan.
Hello.
This week we've got Steph joining us on the show. She's going to be talking to us about some of the announcements that Disney made last week, including the massive €2 billion project that they announced with Marvel, Frozen and Star Wars lands all coming to Disneyland Paris. But the main focus of the episode is to talk to Steph about some of her theme park experiences. She's been to Disneyland Paris a lot. She's an annual pass holder at Paris, but also some of her trips to Walt Disney World in Florida as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
So this week, Steph joins us on the podcast to talk about some of the announcements from last week on Disneyland Paris, as well as some of her park experiences as well. So thanks for joining us today, Steph.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. I guess, first of all, do we talk about the studios? I feel like we should not kind of leave that until last. It's quite a big announcement.
Yeah.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah, it's kind of the elephant in the room. But, I saw this, and I was just like, yep, someone's put out some fake news. Classic. and then I was like, oh my God!
Yeah. Well, I was in Tesco's at the time getting my lunch, and my phone just went crazy when the news came out, and people were like, Steph, Frozen land. I'm like, yeah, it's snowing outside. It's like Frozen, what? And then I checked Twitter, and I was like, oh, okay, someone dropped a bomb.
Yeah.
Massive news.
A €2 billion bomb.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, it's no secret that you are a bit of a Frozen fan.
Oh, yeah, don't hide it.
just a little Frozen fan.
Yeah.
What does this kind of obviously, what about the other announcements? Are you excited by Marvel and Star Wars? Do you like those franchises?
I'm not as excited for Marvel because I don't really get that. I think because it's quite new to the Disney universe. They just recently bought all the rights and stuff. So I'm not too into it, although I did see Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and I quite like that. I like Groot and things. So I think it'll be interesting to still see it, but I'm not as hyped as Frozen. And I'm just getting into Star Wars now. I liked all the Star Wars Season of the Force stuff. But I'm not a Star Wars fan. But I think still going into the land will be incredible, seeing it all.
I think part of both Dan and I just started when you said you're not a Star Wars fan.
Sorry.
And to be fair, I think we get that a lot, don't we?
We do, actually. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So I liked it when I was a kid because it wasn't owned by Disney, so I didn't have that, I don't know, it didn't, link. So when I was, 8 years old, I remember seeing A New Hope, I think it is. Is that the 90s one?
Oh, the 90s one will be Phantom Menace, will be
the one with the
99.
desert. Yeah, I remember a big fight in the desert or something. That's all I remember. But I remember it, and I really liked it. And I love space, and I love going to NASA and things like that in America. But I don't know. I think because Disney own it now, that kind of, and it's overtaking everything. People say Frozen has overtaken everything, but I feel the same about Star Wars. It's just everywhere. I don't know, but I'm getting into it now. I've been watching A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. I need to get to The Last Jedi now. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of movies to catch up on now.
Yeah,
I've never listened to it from kind of that perspective before, and I actually think that's quite an interesting one because I kind of get your point. It does, because I don't know if you listened to the podcast before, but Dan and I kind of don't hold back in that we think Frozen may have been overused in some of the theme parks over the last few years.
Smidge.
Yeah, just a little bit. But at the same time, like, totally get that point. You know, Star Wars is present in almost every Disney park now.
Yeah.
And there's no real... And I think it has the same problem as Frozen, in that there's no real kind of set place for it.
Yeah. That's what I got annoyed at when they started putting in, like, Star Tours, and I think, maybe they're going to change Discovery Land into Star Wars Land. But I like the steampunk style, and I hope that they just keep it as it is. So when this announcement came out that it's actually got its own place now in the studios where it should be, is brilliant. I think it just fits in perfectly there, rather than in, like, changing up a land that's already had its own vision and things.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that I'm still, you know, obviously, like, this... I'm not an annual pass holder for Disneyland Paris. I went there in February for the first time in, like, 2.5 years.
When it was snowing, right? It was.
It was. Yeah. I was so lucky. Be able to see, like, all the characters in the snow. Have big snowball fights. It was really awesome. Like, it was one of the like my top 5 Disney park experiences, easily. Which
definitely.
is something that I didn't think I would think about Disneyland Paris.
No.
But with this announcement, like, it makes me really excited to actually go there, because I think the studios is almost had the same problem as Disney's Hollywood Studios, in that it kind of felt like half a park.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think this is definitely fixing that problem. And also, I'm probably going to get an annual pass when all of this is open.
That's good. I think it also draws in more visitors, because I'm not a big fan of the studios. I'm not a big ride person. So I just go in there for, like, Mickey the Magician, and maybe, like, see if there's characters around, or the flying carpets, like little rides, like, and it's mainly big coasters and things. So I think with this expansion, it'll make people who just go into the main park come over more and get 2-day park tickets and things like that. So I think it's going to really be a big investment for Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The only, like, my one concern to this announcement is that I hope they're not just going to be taking rides from other Disney parks.
I hope that, well, as much as I want Frozen Ever After, because I cried the whole way around, I really want our own spin on it, because I feel like it's been done, and that was, I think it replaced Maelstrom, right?
Yeah.
That ride?
Rest in peace, Maelstrom.
So I think with our own ride, I think that'll be brilliant. I can already see that they've got a big massive ice castle, and I freaked out when I saw that. And I'm hoping that'll be like something like Aladdin's Passage, where you can kind of walk through rather than being like Rapunzel's Tower in a way. Because I think that'll be really cool to, like, explore. Maybe it can, like, be like a queue for the ride or something, like interactive.
Yeah, I mean, something that maybe isn't just toilets.
Yeah,
as you know, Rapunzel.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think if we get our own ride, because I think getting alien spinners or alien sauce spinners or something like that.
That's someone kind of, I think ED92 kind of spotted
the
concept art, which is obviously being taken from Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just hope that's not happening across the board.
Yeah, because we're not getting Guardians, are we, on Tower of Terror? Because that's staying as it is, I think, Tower of Terror.
Yeah, there's still a lot of talk about that, and whether or not they're getting rid of the Twilight Zone but keeping the setting, which would be a bit odd. Yeah. But, I don't know.
It seems to be like half and half. Like, you've got Marvel on that side with Tower of Terror just there.
Yeah.
Just as itself. But I would be quite, like, obviously I don't ride it, but I'll be quite sad to see it going away, I think. Like, I like the Disney classic of it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when they announced the change at California Adventure.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, it's an outrage. Oh, and everyone in California was the same. And then the, obviously, Mission Breakout launched, and people love it. Like, really love it.
Well, my friend David, he's just out there now, and when he's come back today, and he said that he doesn't mind the changes at all, and he said it's like his favourite ride now, so I guess it's kind of good in a way.
Yeah. But this is it. I almost think that if they are changing Tower of Terror, they didn't want to announce it at the same time.
Yeah, I think they're going to leave it for a bit and wait, because they've got the 10th anniversary coming up, which I'm going to the party of in end of the month.
Yep.
So I think maybe after that, because there's like hype around that, they'll probably, maybe in a few years' time, they'll say, oh, and we're also changing Hollywood Tower of Terror to Guardians, I guess. Exactly.
You think they don't want to spoil the 10th anniversary, make everyone sad.
Yeah. And this is the last time you're going to be able to ride. Yeah.
Well, I think also, like, I think, you know, if you're announcing these massive changes and they're huge, if you then say, oh yeah, we're changing this ride that a lot of people are very passionate about, it kind of takes away from that announcement.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know, because you're right, it's kind of like on the edge of Marvel Land, isn't it?
Yeah, it just seems a bit.
So it could change. I think it could happen.
Yeah, definitely potential. I think they've announced these big massive lands and they're saving some for like the future.
Yeah, there's like a massive patch, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. I saw a couple of people saying it's going to be Pandora, and I'm like, oh, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I mean, it could work because there's loads of trees, but I don't know. It's not the right climate. Like, I know they say like, oh, Paris climate and stuff, but Pandora, you want to be like you're in the jungle, I guess, and like feel the heat and everything. And I don't know if it would work in Paris.
Yeah, I mean, I know technically, I guess if Disney. If the deal goes through properly with Fox, Disney would own the franchise in a way, or at least have the rights to publish it. But I'm not convinced that these sequels are going to be worthy enough to make Avatar into the franchise that I think Disney and James Cameron think it might be. I'm not convinced it's going to be Pandora anytime soon at Disneyland Paris.
No.
The thing is, the land itself in Animal Kingdom, I don't think it did as well as they hoped it would.
No.
So it'd be surprising if they did bring it across.
Yeah, I think they did quite well with it at first, because when I saw Pandora, I wasn't blown away with it. I was like, what's going on? There's like blue people like running really fast. I was like, what's going on? But when you get to the land, you are breathtaking. Like, it's breathtaking. Like, it's bigger than life. It's incredible. But I only had like half a day in that area because we had one day in Animal Kingdom, so I couldn't explore too much. We went back in the night time, and I just remember everything like glow in the dark, and it was incredible. I don't think you have to be an Avatar fan as such to enjoy it. I think that's what they've done really well. But yeah, it's definitely not as big as say Frozen is or anything.
Oh no, definitely not.
No.
The thing is, if it wasn't for the fact that you have Toy Story already there, I would say that Pixar would work perfectly there. But
could be Cars Land.
Oh yeah, it could be Cars Land.
Yeah. That would be good. Although I'm not the biggest fan of Cars.
I don't like the Cars franchise, but I've heard Cars Land is very good.
Yeah, I've seen pictures this week from my friend, and the neon, it just looks amazing. They've already got neon stuff in the studios, and I'm just like, yeah, I want Cars Land, please.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think while a lot of people don't really like the franchise too much, I think it works well in that kind of in the land, doesn't it? So
that's the thing. Yeah, if they do it really well, it can work, even if we're not like big fans of it.
Plus, you get a ride like Test Track, who wouldn't want that in Paris?
Well, I wouldn't go on it, but yeah.
Well,
I could. But yeah, it's really popular, isn't it? So I think it would do quite well with the RC races and we've got kind of a little mini Cars Land anyway, I think, haven't they? And they've got like a little ride in the studios.
Yeah, you've got there's some kind of like, I don't know, it's like the Ouija's, I don't know, something or other. Yeah,
spin, which I avoid because I'll just be sick on that.
So is that why you don't do the big rides? You just get sick?
Yeah, I get really bad motion sickness. Like, I really want to do Ratatouille, and I think I might try, because I tried in April, but the queues are just mental. But it's always got like, no, you have to go single rider for it.
Yeah.
But I really want to just say I've done it now, because I used to hate Pirates because of the drops.
Yeah.
But now it's my favourite ride. But Ratatouille, that was the newest expansion to Disneyland Paris, and that's been like 5 years now.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And I've only just gotten round to the area last year because I just don't go near them kind of rides. But now that I've seen the area, I kind of want to eat in the restaurant and go on the ride now as well. But I've heard it hasn't got a track or anything, and rides without tracks kind of throw me off a little bit because I like to know where I'm going and things.
Yeah, I mean, if it helps, you can see, like, although it's got no track, there is a track but underneath, so you can kind of see when you get on it, you can see the pathway, like, because they've just been on it so many times.
Yeah,
you can kind of see where they're going.
Yeah, that's good.
So, and it also, like, I think for motion sickness, I don't know, Dan, if you agree, it's quite a slow ride, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a slow ride.
Oh.
Obviously, you got like a few 3D screens, don't you? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's sort of like mixed in with practical. What do they call it? Effects? Really, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You might be all right.
Yeah.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
What's going on here? Well, I'm there for 5 days at the end of the month, so I have no excuse really to just like lie down or anything. But yeah, because I remember that coming out and everyone like freaking out about that, and I just can't wait for these new lands to come out now. I know I'm going to be really old when they come out, but it'll be worth the wait, I think.
I mean, it's classic Disney, isn't it? Like, they announce something and then be like, yeah, it's 10 years away.
Yeah.
I mean, they said they're rolling it out beginning 2021, but they haven't really clarified what that means.
No.
Does that mean that you're going to start in 2021? Does it mean the first land is opening in 2021?
Yeah.
Also, 2021 is like the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World.
Oh, really?
So, I don't know. I'm not sure what the kind of plan is on that. But, yeah, some pretty exciting announcements. And we are going to be talking about these further on in the week when we're talking to ED92. So, yeah, definitely people listening at home keep an ear out for that episode. So, talking about your theme park experiences, Steph, obviously Disneyland Paris, you know, we follow each other on Twitter, so I'm always seeing your kind of pictures from when you're in the park and meeting characters and things like that. Where did it start? What was kind of your first memory, or what got you kind of going into theme parks as much as you do? Because are you an annual pass holder?
Yeah, I've got Infinity. Well, basically, I remember my first ever experience. I was 5 years old, and it was the year The Lion King came out, so it was big. That was my favourite film, still is, and that was a big deal for me. So we were like, right, okay, let's go to Disney World. And I just remember being like so small, but still being in awe of everything. Like it was the right age to start going because you can remember little things here and there.
Yeah.
I remember going to Epcot, and it was like the 90s Epcot, and everything was just like original. But so yeah, since then, when I got older, I started getting into like animation and things, and like drawing all the characters, and that was the career that I wanted to get into. I heard it was quite hard to get into because my cousin did it, and she was like, "Yeah, just don't bother trying." So I was like, "Oh, okay, but I did kind of hear her stories, and I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe not the career path." But I remember going to Disneyland Paris in 2005. That was like my first trip again, going as like a teenager, and I remember the Art of Animation building, and they did all the little drawing things, and like I showed him my drawings and everything, and then I just kept wanting to go back and like seeing. I don't know what kind of like made me want to go back to the theme parks, but I think because I was so passionate about the animation and like seeing all the things that come to life, I guess.
Oh, nice.
And like all the characters.
I think you're right. Like you mentioned, kind of going to Disney World when you were 5.
Yeah.
I kind of remember. I think I was either 3 or 4, and you don't remember much.
No.
But I do remember sitting on a table outside Casey's Corner and sipping like the most random things, like not even a Disney thing, but like sipping Nesquik out of a carton, like back when they served Nesquik in cartons.
Yeah. And
just taking in the atmosphere of Main Street, and that's something that's kind of always stuck with me. I think it helps. There's a photo of me like there doing it, so it kind of like brings me back. It's funny, isn't it? You kind of have those memories, and you know those films. Like I grew up with The Lion King was kind of like my Disney movie, like as well as Toy Story, my Pixar movie.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. A Bug's Life is my favourite Pixar movie.
Bug's Life. I'm not a big fan of Pixar. Like my friends are like, why is that? But it's just I don't like the animation style. But Bug's Life, I don't know what it is, but they're so clever with the animation in it. It's one of my favourites. So yeah.
Finally, another Bug's Life fan. Here we go. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
That's why I really want to go to California, because they've got like a Bug's Land.
They have Bugsland, don't they? And they have the Tough to Be a Bug still. You have that there?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah. God. And you can meet Flick. I met Flick in Animal Kingdom actually.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you can meet him there.
That was like a childhood moment for me.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you went to Disney World recently, didn't you?
Yes, yeah. It was the best trip. I think I wish I stayed longer. We only had 8 days, kind of. By the time you get there, it's like half day's gone already. But it was weird seeing it as an adult, but it wasn't. It was amazing going back, just seeing how different it was.
So it's the first time since you were 5?
Actually, I went when I was 16, but even then, it wasn't like, because then you didn't have magic bands, you didn't have dining, like we didn't do any, because we stayed in the villa, I didn't do many character experiences or any, like, now that I went with like my Disney friends, I keep saying to my family, we didn't do Disney properly when we went, because we just didn't have any experiences that I kind of like. I remember just doing the rides and stuff, but we didn't do like character meals or anything to that extent. So going like as a full itinerary of like having things booked in and stuff, it was quite nice, like to just get everything done, because I feel like you get more out of it, more out of the trip, even though you're only there for like 8 days.
Yeah.
We didn't have any rest days or anything, but it was worth it.
Oh no, there's never time for resting when you're in Disney World. It doesn't matter if you're how long you're there for.
Although one day I was just like, I think it was Animal Kingdom Day, it was like the hottest day of the week, and I was walking back to my hotel and I was like, I just want to plummet into the pool because it was so hot. Yeah. But even then you just don't have the time to just sit and rest or anything. But
this is the thing, like I think even if I was in Florida for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I still think I would probably be in the parks every day.
That's my worry as well. I'll be in the parks all the time.
Yeah, because I remember we used to, like before I started going to Disney without my parents and my sister, we used to go for 3 weeks in the summer.
Yeah.
And we'd stay at a villa. Again, kind of similar thing, like, you know, you don't really know any different, like growing up and up to probably 16, 17, same kind of age. And they would go, okay, one day we're in the theme parks, the next day we'd be like around the pool going like shopping and stuff like that. Yeah. And I always remember on those days, like it was nice, like sitting around the pool, but I was just like, I want to go back to Epcot.
Yeah, you're like itching to get back. Like shopping is great, like Macy's is like fun, but you're just like, no, I want to go back to the parks and take it all in. But
it's like, you do know that Walmart is open after the park shuts. We can go there then.
It's 24 hours, isn't it? Like,
I think a few of them are.
Yeah, but didn't get that far this time around. But crazy.
So what was your? I mean, obviously going back to Disney World after that period of time.
Yeah.
What's your favourite park in Disney World?
Oh, well, I've always had a thing for Animal Kingdom because it's got the Festival of the Lion King, it's got Rafiki. I just love like Animal Kingdom and the Safari ride, but now going back, it's got to be Epcot.
Yes.
I feel really bad saying it because Animal Kingdom has been like my favourite park in the world. But I've had more of a connection to Epcot, and I think that's because of the Frozen thing again.
Oh, okay.
But I also like how immersive it is. I mean, you've got the Figment ride when it's got like your imagination is just like everything's at you. And you're just like sunk into it. I don't know, it's very interactive, and all the smells and all the sights and sounds and everything. And I like food and wine. That was quite cool to experience. And World Showcase is just amazing, like getting to go around. I think because when I was 5 years old, all I remember is the Mexican pavilion. We must have just gotten that far and gone like, no more. But when you see all the different countries, I love the Shanghai stuff in the China Pavilion. That was really cool, like seeing all the models for the new theme park and everything. It's just so incredible, like the detail that they go into.
Yeah.
Of all the different worlds, like making it look like you're going to an actual country as well. It's just like mind blowing. I
mean, Steph, you could have literally just. I mean, have you found my notes on Epcot and just? Because I think. No, go on, Dan.
I was just going to say, I think Epcot is definitely a park that you appreciate when you're older.
Definitely, yeah.
100%.
As a kid, unless you're a weird kid like Ryan, who liked it at like 3 years old.
Well, excuse me, hold on a second. I loved Future World when I was a kid. And as soon as I got to World Showcase, I was like, this is just boring shops. But now,
So that's definitely the opinion that, you know, kids have, which you can understand.
and this is before they had like things like, I might be showing my age now, but the Agent P, you know, thing where they've got kids going around, and even before that, Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. Oh,
yeah, they had a Kim Possible adventure, but I was a kid at Epcot before that was introduced, so that would have made it more fun.
Yeah.
But and they didn't even have like colouring stops, I don't think, when I was a kid. So it was literally like going from one slightly different themed shop to the next as a child.
Yeah.
Obviously, as an adult, especially around food and wine, which is my favourite time of year at Walt Disney World, you just appreciate it so much more, and you take the time to explore the different cultures of the world, and I think it's really exciting to see that.
Definitely. I mean, I remember, because I didn't go on when I was 16, because we were like, oh, we've kind of seen it, and I'm like, I want to go again. But it was just so expensive to go back in like 2005, I think, so we just were like, no, let's just leave that part, because we've done that. But when I was 5, all I remember was they had like a Lion King puppet kind of show, and that kind of stayed in my memory, because apparently I hid under the chair from like the hyenas and stuff. So that's all I kind of remember from the 90s. But now that I've gone now, I wish I remembered more of the 90s stuff, because that was like the best like retro things and everything. But there's not much left from that era, I think.
No, I mean, they've got rid of like interventions and stuff.
Yeah.
It used to have like pioneering technology, and now it's a bit of a dive. This is a shame, but hopefully, I mean, the plan they revealed at the E23 last year for Epcot looked exciting. Like, the concept art looked amazing, and they've only announced some of what's coming. So I'm pretty excited to see what they're going to be doing with Epcot next. Although I'm not liking these very strong rumours that Illuminations is changing.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it.
So good.
Because I was going to do that, but then I think we had Rivers of Light instead. So that was kind of our nighttime. Like, we didn't have enough time to see all the nighttime shows. But apparently, because on the concept art of DLP, there's like a big lake. So it's like people are thinking, oh, what if Rivers of Light come to DLP, or like Illuminations or something like on that lake? So that would be quite cool. But
I would like to see Phantasmic.
Yes, that's my one.
Where's the rocks, Ryan? Where's the rocks?
They can build the rocks, Dan.
They should have them like come up from the lake. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it will be the future, so they could do something like that.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. Yeah,
I'm guessing that I didn't see Illuminations, but I was there for the 35th anniversary, so yeah, cool.
So you were there. We were there at the same time then.
Must be. Because it was the Sunday that I kind of wish I got up earlier now, because all my friends were like eager to get there for like the park opening, because they had like, I don't know who was there, but they had people on a panel like saying that it was the 35th year and everything.
Yeah.
But I wasn't too obsessed about seeing that. But I got a badge and I got a programme, so I was there.
Nice. Yeah. I think I arrived maybe a few days afterwards, because I was there for the 30th, and I got like the badge and map for the 30th, and I think I think I arrived like maybe a week or so after that, so maybe we just missed our dates. Just kind of
I think they were still giving them out, like, because they had so many, like, people just getting tons, and they're all on eBay now. But I'm sure that they had loads like a week later and things, but they went like crazy.
Yeah, I really wanted to get the pop figment.
Yes, yeah.
Which I managed to get. They only had like a few of them left when I was there, and I was so happy that I got one of those.
That's so good, because the queue for the pins, like, my friends queued and I was just like, oh, I'm not queuing for those pins. But it was mental. They were all the way around just for a pin. And people were queuing from like 8 a.m. in the morning. But
yeah, I've queued 3.5 hours for a pin before.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, which was not fun. Not fun at all.
Because I was at the 12th of April Disneyland Paris thing last year, and they had like a pin for it, and it was either queue up for the pin or celebrate the day. But they had the pins in the Disney Village shops, and it's like, but you're trying to queue to get into the main park and things. It's like you get a pin and you don't see the celebration, so that was kind of weird.
Yeah, it is odd, isn't it? It is weird, isn't it? But yeah, people just go crazy for pins. I mean, I can't really talk. We've just started a blog series talking about pins, but it does seem like if I look back now, I got 2 May the 4th Be With You pins, that were like super limited edition, but it took me 3.5 hours to queue for them. So I don't know. It's difficult. Would I do it again? Yes, but I'd probably get up earlier so I didn't have to wait 3.5 hours. Yeah,
well, I went to my first ever pin trading night at Disneyland Paris, which was handy because it was in the Hotel New York where I was staying.
Yeah.
And they normally have it in like the bar, and we were like kind of waiting outside, like, oh, where is everyone? But it's actually like a professional thing by Disneyland Paris. I thought it was just like a fan site type thing. And then we got like told it was in like the convention centre of the New York hotel, and it was so busy, and they're like, everyone has like all their stuff out. They even had like Duffy collection things, but some of the stuff that the pins were going for were crazy. They were like €65 for like one pin, and we got given like a wristband, and if it was like white, we got called up last or whatever, and we got the white one, and but that wasn't too bad because it was only like an hour of our time, so I didn't mind that. And then you got like a mystery pin, and thankfully it was Inside Out, and that was the film that I actually really liked. But they're like my most valuable pins now. But it's just crazy how much value they can go for.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, I mean, my favourite pin, which I will be sharing at some point on the site, is a gold. It's quite a big pin. It's like a gold figment.
Oh, nice.
And I think I paid like $80. I want to say, or something like that. But it was figment, and it was gold, and it was massive, and I was like, yes, I must buy it.
That'll be really rare though.
Exactly. I think there's only like 250 or 500, something like that. It's pretty rare. So, favourite park is Epcot, which I'm obviously a massive fan of. What about, like, because you do a lot of character meet and greets, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And, you know, what is it about character meet and greets that you kind of enjoy doing so much?
I don't know. I think I like the interaction. I think seeing like your favourite character, and then them like recognising you, and you keep going back, it's just like quite magical. I don't know, but and I also like photography, and I like taking photos of them, and I just like getting that little like magical moment, because I remember being in Discoveryland last month, I think it was, and Chip and Dale were just like really cheeky, and they kept like sitting in like the props, and everyone was going mental for them, and they literally got in the queue for Orbitron, and they were like, no, we're going to ride it, to the cast member. And it's just like little moments like that just like add like a little bit of magic to the day, and like trying to like find the characters and everything. I don't know, but yeah, I like hunting for characters.
Yeah, it's interesting, because I think something that I struggle with is when I meet not a fur character. I think that's okay. Like I'm fine with that. But if I'm meeting, say, a prince, a princess, or any kind of human being, shall we say, I find it quite difficult to interact. Like, how do you get around that?
Well, I'm the opposite. So, like Donald or something, that's quite daunting to me, because you're kind of trying to talk to them in a way, but they can't respond. But I think with the people ones, like princesses, they're quite alright because they're quite on the ball. They will respond quite well. It's just if you're with someone and it's quite awkward if they like say something and you're like, no, not like that or anything, like, I don't know. That's when I find it awkward, when they try and talk and they get things wrong and stuff. But no, I think I don't know. I think they're quite, when they're with their prince, it's easier because they like go off each other. Yeah. And like I met Flynn and Rapunzel, and they were brilliant because they just like kept interacting with each other and then interacting with us. So it was like talking to a friend in the end, in a way. So I find it quite easy to talk to them because you get a response back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
Yeah. But I like Mickey because he's very energetic. I think like the ones like Donald, Mickey, Goofy, Chip and Dale, they've got so much energy in them. It's like it makes it easier to meet.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think I remember meeting Jafar once, and I almost
He's the worst.
I always pooped myself because he was so scary.
Yeah, and it comes right up to you.
He's like he's like literally his face goes right up to you and like is like peering down.
Same expression.
Yeah, and I'm quite short as well, so he's just like it's like a massive Jafar just like looking down at me, and I'm like, oh, please don't hurt me.
Yeah, even Genie's quite bad because like he's quite big as well. He's like it's scary, but I don't do well with bad characters or anything like that. But Rafiki's my favourite to meet. That's incredible.
You must be one of the only people that goes to Rafiki's Planet Watch and actually enjoys it.
Actually, well, the last time I went, he wasn't there.
Oh.
And I was really upset because you have to get a train, don't you?
Yeah, it's a bit of a faff.
And I liked all the little interactive bits because you can go inside little rooms and like hear bugs and things. I remember that. But last trip, we only had one day in Animal Kingdom. I was like, please move to Rafiki, and apparently he's just finished his set. And I was like, oh. So there was no point in getting the train to go all the way.
Yeah.
So that was kind of annoying. But yeah, I quite like it if he's there. But I hear Timon meets now, like instead of Tarzan.
Yeah. I mean, thank God, because I don't particularly want to put my arm anywhere near some guy's sweaty back.
I felt so awkward meeting him. But I had Turk as well, so it's fine. It was all good. I had him.
That's a bit better,
yeah.
I mean, I've never gone to I've never gone and like met Tarzan and had a photo with him, but he must be the most awkward character to meet, surely.
He was pretty clammy, to be honest.
That's great.
Yeah.
In the hot Florida sun.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was good to meet, and I also met him at the Mickey's Not So Scary with Jane.
Okay.
All three of them. That was quite a big meet for me because I love Tarzan. It's such an underrated Disney film. So getting to meet all three of them at the party was really good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, like, what about restaurants? Do you have any favourites? Because you mentioned did you stay on property at Walt Disney World?
Yeah, so stayed in All Star. Not movies. What's the one? The Mighty Ducks. All Star.
Sports.
Yes, that's the one. No.
You've got music, movies, sports, and you've also got Pop Century as well.
It was a sports one then because we were in the Mighty Ducks bit.
Yeah, I think that's sports.
But, it wouldn't have been my number one hotel to choose, but it was just cheap to get all four of us to stay in the room.
Yeah.
My dream would be the art of animation bit.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so stayed in All Star movies. All Star sports. Kind of gone off a bit. Sorry.
So
what was the question again?
You stay at sports. I was just thinking because were you on the dining plan?
Yes, we were. Sorry, that's it. We were on the dining plan, and my favourite restaurant I think would have been Be Our Guest. But I'm a really fussy eater, so it was quite hard for me to get. We had to ask the manager to get like chicken nuggets sent over. It was really bad, but
yeah, this is sounding exactly like you. He knew it was coming as well. He knew.
I knew it was coming. Yeah.
And they're like, okay, yeah, we can try and sort something out for you. And then apparently I felt so bad because they were like, we got these nuggets for you from another restaurant, and apparently they have to drive quite a way to get them. They still get my money, so it's all good.
That's
all fine.
Yeah. That's good that they do that for you, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like at Disneyland Paris, I feel like they're kind of good. Like I've eaten in Auberge before, and that's really rich French food, and they have catered for me. But I don't think they would go to that extent. They'll be just like, no, sorry, you can't eat in here or anything like that. But in Disney World, they really do go out of their way for you, which is really good.
Definitely.
That's a difference, I think. But yeah, Be Our Guest was a highlight for me because I wanted breakfast, but you can't meet Beast in breakfast.
That's right, yeah.
So I had dinner, but I found it quite rushed when you got to go in. It was just literally like quick picture, but I guess that's how they get everyone in. But it was still quite cool to meet him. And then you get to like explore the West Wing and just seeing it, because I've seen so many YouTube videos of it.
Yeah.
And seeing it in person, it's huge.
It is massive, isn't it? Yeah. And
yeah.
I think you're right, because the way they rush you in. Because I remember going to be a guest shortly after it opened, and they made a lot. They made like a much bigger deal out of it than they do now. So they used to like take you in like one party, two party at a time.
Okay.
Open the big doors, the big wooden doors. They'd hand you like a light up Lumiere, and they'd be like, follow me, and they'd show you around like slowly around each room, and then sit you down at your table. And they just don't do that anymore.
That's amazing, because I remember you could buy like this goblet thing, and obviously I got that, but that Lumiere thing, that would be really cool, like to show you around. And
I don't know why they stopped it.
I guess it's more like a canteen type feel now, I guess.
Yeah,
kind of,
but it's changing soon.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
they're changing it, because I think it's so busy and no one can get a table, because a lot of people just go in to see it and have a dessert or a starter.
The grey stuff.
Yeah, the grey stuff. And what they're doing now is they're changing it so it's a fixed 3-course meal. So you can't, for dinner anyway, lunch and breakfast will remain the same. But for dinner, you can't just get a dessert, you have to have a 3-course meal.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So hopefully they bring some of that like stuff that they did at the start back.
Yeah, that would be really cool, so I'll definitely go back. That sounds really cool.
It's a great restaurant, like a really, really great place, and hopefully, Dan, I know because Dan, you've not been.
Not yet.
We might be able to get a quick service breakfast or lunch in there.
That'd be cool.
Because we've already decided on our restaurants for October.
Have you?
Yeah.
When's your booking day?
So we're staying at Old Key West
in
October. Well, I can't. Was it the 12th?
12th we fly out. Yeah.
Yeah, 12 for 11 nights.
Nice.
So
your reservations are coming up soon?
April, yeah, next month, yeah.
Oh god, that was stressful doing that.
Yeah, it is stressful, isn't it? But that's why we're well ahead of time, and we've planned all our restaurants already. That's
good. We had like a big spreadsheet and like loads of colours and everything, and there was about 10 of us going. And I really wanted Cinderella because she was my favourite princess. That was another restaurant I really loved. And I was really sad because we didn't get the reservation. But then we did it again, and we did it on 2 separate bookings.
Nice, yeah.
So we managed to get it, because I was literally at work, and my friends were like, Steph, we didn't get it, and I literally sobbed at my desk. I was like, no. But we managed to get it. But that, again, I feel it's quite rushed, but you get the characters coming around to you, and there's quite a lot of them, even though they only spend like 2 minutes with you. But I like that you get to meet Cinderella in the foyer bit. That's quite cool.
Okay, before you go in.
Yeah, but it's like a harness. That's another one. You only get like Lilo and Stitch, and then it's just food. No, you get Mickey as well. But that I felt quite rushed. But you could enjoy your food more.
Yeah.
Because in Disneyland Paris they have inventions, and that can take up to 3 hours just to try and meet all the characters. If you're lucky.
Yeah, that's a long time. That is a long time.
I've been in there for 3 hours before.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's a lot of part-time as well.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, exactly. I do know what you mean, though. There are some places in Disney World where you do feel rushed. And I think...
Yeah.
Because I've been going to Disney World since I was, as I said, like 3 or 4. And over the last... how old am I now? 26. Over the last 10 years, I've been to Disney World at least once a year. And the more I go... the more I kind of go, if people go, okay, do you want some dessert? And you go, no, just give me 10 minutes. Yeah. Like the more you kind of just know to go, no, I'm okay. Like I'm paying, I can wait for my dessert.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of an American thing though as well. I think if you go to restaurants outside of Disney as well, they tend to.
They do. You're right.
They seem to sort of get you to choose dessert like even before you finish your main. It's like, well, I'm still eating.
Yeah.
You've just tucked into like your first bite of your main. It's like, here's the dessert menu when you're ready. And you're like, all right, geez, calm down.
And I always feel like I'm taking stuff back to the room with me because I can't, like, it's so big, like what they give you, the portion sizes of the food. It's just like, I can't eat all this.
Oh yeah, it's vast, isn't it?
It is big portion sizes. So how did you? Because you mentioned you liked the Food and Wine Festival. But you also just said you're a bit of a fussy eater.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
Quite hard, because all my friends were like, let's go to the Japanese bit, or let's go here, and I was like, oh, I can't really eat, so I kind of stuck to like the Norway bit where I could try all like the cakes and things like that. But it was a shame because it's such a good opportunity to try little things, but it was just quite hard because it was so hot as well. You can't, like, I felt like if you were walking a lot that day in that heat, you haven't got an appetite as good, like, as normal. But when I go back next time, I will try and force myself to try little things, because that's one of the good opportunities, is because they come in little dishes, don't they?
Yeah.
And there's so many different areas of the world that they have. But yeah, it was kind of disappointing, but I tried a bit of the wine. That's what I like to try. But it's not my favourite thing.
I'm the complete opposite. Like when I'm in Epcot at the Food and Wine Festival, as Dan will find out later this year, I look at my Fitbit and I'm like, that's another 300 steps done. That means I can have something else. So yeah, I get super hungry when I'm walking around the theme parks all day. But I know that people that are exactly the same as that, and you get to. There are some days where you get to a point where you're like halfway into your holiday. And you're like, oh, I've just been eating like non-stop for like 5 days. I can't have it. Like, I just can't eat today. Yeah,
that's the thing, because you've got so many reservations, but by the time you get to food and wine itself, it's like, oh, no more food, please.
Yeah, I think we've put at least one day aside just to do food and wine, haven't we?
That's good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that will be good. So, have you got any plans to go back to Disney World anytime soon?
Not this year, but hopefully next November.
Nice.
That's the plan, if we can all do it. But I want to try and go to California. Yeah. That's my next big one that I want to do, just because it's the main part, like where I walked and everything. But because now I've got my nephew, I have to wait until he's a bit older to kind of go back to there. Which is fine. But yeah, next November hopefully is when I'll go back.
See the Christmas stuff as well.
Yeah, well, we're trying to tie it in with a week of Mickey's Not So Scary and then Christmas. Hopefully we can see both at the same time then.
Yeah,
that's good.
Nice.
That's like the perfect time to go.
Yeah, but apparently there's loads of cheerleader things happening and Thanksgiving, so we're trying to avoid that as well.
Yes, definitely. Avoid Thanksgiving, and I think it's called, I want to say Worlds Cheerleading. I know it sounds weird, something. But my sister used to be a cheerleader, which is why I know that this thing. If you can avoid like any big event like that, definitely do, because it gets mental. Yeah. But yeah, Mickey's Not So Scary and Food and Wine are definitely my two probably favourite events I've been to at Disney World. The Christmas party is good because it makes you feel festive. Yeah. But I definitely prefer Mickey's Not So Scary.
Okay. So, I guess because Halloween is starting from August this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every year, next year will be May.
Yeah, they're just going to run it like as soon as Christmas finishes next time, I think. It is a bit ridiculous.
But with Christmas, they've only kind of got like 2 months to kind of do it, I guess, so that's why it gets even busier. But with our Mickey Not So Scary, we got quite lucky on the Friday. We went, because I booked 2 parties, which is a great tip because then you don't feel like you're missing out on things. The Friday we went, it had such torrential rain, and we thought we'd be washed out, but by the time I got there, it had dried up completely, so the park was dead.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got a good view for the parade, and all the characters were still out. My main meet was Gaston and Belle, because I was dressed as Belle, and but they were inside because they normally meet outside. And my fear was that all the outside characters would be put away, but they did it quite well. Oh,
that's good. Yeah, I think we're going to do 2 this year if we can, aren't we? I think, Dan.
Yeah, I think that was the plan, isn't it? Get a bit of do the rides one time and then do the What is it? The trick or treating and the shows.
Candy on the other time.
Trick or treating was amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
Still have so many.
It's so good. I remember the thing about that is I remember being so warm because I dressed as Stitch, and I was so warm.
Yeah.
And it was great because people were giving you more candy when you dress up and stuff.
Yeah.
And because I was Stitch and Donna was Lilo, and it was funny. It's funny because had I not been Stitch, because someone was like, "Are you Moana?" And then they saw me and they're like, "Oh no, you're not."
But I had long sleeves on, and I just remember feeling physically sick in it because the humidity was so close. And I was just like, I need to just get out of this dress right now. But it was worth it. But my favourite highlight was the Hocus Pocus show.
Oh, that is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if they had a meet and greet with the Sanderson sisters next time, that would just be my life. But
I don't know why they haven't. It seems like
I know.
They definitely do.
Yeah, I guess crowd, it'll be quite overwhelming. Like, why we can't have Frozen characters in Disneyland Paris. But...
Well, they're going to be there. They're going to be there when Arendelle opens.
I know. Well, if they don't, then I'll be really mad.
That'll be the time that you end up queuing 3 hours for something.
Yeah. Although I got quite lucky because at the New Year's party, I got to meet Anna and Kristoff secretly. So they can do it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had in the Disneyland Hotel, me and my friend kind of went to Cafe Fantasia for a drink, and then there was a door. And people were queuing up and like, oh, what's going on in there? And I think they do it every New Year's Eve, just a special thing. And I think they kind of it's normally for hotel guests, but they didn't mind. We got in and it was a surprise thing, and it was Anna and Kristoff. And then my friends went later on in the day, and it was Olaf and Elsa. And I was like, oh, I wish I'm back now. But that was really cool. So they can kind of have meet and greets.
I like that they still. That's one thing I really like about Disneyland Paris.
Yeah,
is they still put on those surprise character greets, especially in the Disneyland Hotel. It just doesn't happen in Florida very much because they just get absolutely bombarded.
Yeah, it seems to be more of a regular thing. Like before, it was really rare that they would be in there, but now that we kind of been a few times, we kind of suss that they're in there every day at the same time.
Yeah.
It's normally Mary Poppins characters. But yeah, it's really, really cool thing to do. But I think you have to be there, and you have to be in the know because otherwise you just miss them. I was in Adventureland meeting Rafiki, and ED92 had tweeted that that Rapunzel was in the hotel, and I literally legged it. Yeah. I got to meet them, but then they cut off the line as soon as we got there. But they're like, oh, they're coming back out in half an hour. So we just sat down, watched the characters come in and out of who mentioned, and then they came back out. But they literally will run the whole hotel. You have to chase them. It's really cool that they still do that kind of thing because, like you say, in Florida it's quite set.
Yeah, you have wait times for the characters that you have to do this, and you have to be there, and they always appear in the same place. So I do like that about Paris still.
It gives a bit of magic, I think.
I agree. Because they used to do that a bit more in Florida, but they had to stop.
Yeah. But it's that's why I get a bit annoyed with planning everything, because then where I like planning, it spoils it a little bit because you know what you're doing that day, and you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's why I think we should get Max Pass. I think that's what they're called. It's a bit you don't have to book so far in advance, where you can have a bit of leeway. It kind of keeps magic a bit suspense in it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And when you were over in Florida, we're talking about Disney a lot. Did you do any Universal parks?
Yes, we did Universal, but we only had half a day because that evening was our Mickey Not So Scary, but it was worth all the money because I'm a massive Harry Potter fan as well.
Yeah. And
I also love Jimmy Fallon. So I'm going to see him next week in New York. I'm excited for that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I got tickets. But seeing his ride and seeing the studio will be quite cool, to differentiate it between the two, how real it is.
Yeah.
But again, I couldn't go on the ride, but it's a simulator. But the interactive queue was just worth it for me, to see, because they have the singers from the show as well, and they have
good, isn't it?
I met #Panda as well when I was waiting for my friends. That was cool. But it's just so clever how they do all the theming. Like, I remember going to Universal when I was younger, but going now, it does seem smaller, but even still, like, the detail, like, because I went to see the Harry Potter bit was my thing, and it looks like you're just in St Pancras in London.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Again, I only had half a day, which was really sad because, like, I loved Hogsmeade, but every door I was trying to open, and you can open it wasn't as interactive as Diagon Alley is. You've got Nocturne Alley, and because I'm a Slytherin, I love all the dark stuff. And I brought my wand, but that didn't kind of work. It was like, I feel like you have to be like a little kid to do the spells, but
yeah, I know what you mean. And also, I'm literally, my Slytherin robes are hanging up in this room, so I can relate to being a fan of Nocturne Alley.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah,
but I feel like
definitely no. I remember getting like #the Panda came out like just randomly and started twerking, and we were like, "What is going on?"
I'm like, is there a celebrity in there? Is there going to be someone famous? But no, yeah, it's really cool. You feel like you're in the NBC studio, and next week I'll be able to compare the real thing. That's cool.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what you think. I'll keep an eye on your on Twitter and see what you think, because I think Universal are doing, with the last few attractions they've done a good job. But I think we've said it time and time again, they probably need to rein it in on the 4D attractions a little bit.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I can't obviously do 4D. I didn't go on many rides. I think the only thing that I did was I went on the lift of Gringotts, because even that to me was a ride.
Yeah.
Because it kind of like shakes you a bit, and then I had to kind of like get out while they went on the big ride. But even that, it says it's a roller coaster or whatever, it's still got the 4D kind of thing to it. So it's kind of...
Yeah.
But I like the fact that it's interactive, so I'm not missing out too much on the rides. I feel like I can still get a bit out of it. And also you can go through the queues of the rides anyway and then just go out, so you still get to see all the interactive things.
So you still got to see Hogwarts Castle and... Yeah,
I kind of got to see a little bit of that. But I loved all like the Jurassic Park things, and they had like the meter... what's the dinosaur called?
Oh, the raptors, yeah.
Yeah, that was so scary.
Yeah.
I thought, no, I'll be fine going up to it, but it felt lifelike, like it was much fun.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it scared them. Oh, it was just so scary, but it was really good for me. It's just so interactive, and they had in Diagon Alley, they had like the people doing the Tale of the Three Brothers, I think that's what it's called, of the Horcruxes and things.
Yeah.
That was really cool because it had like Dementors flying around and things like that. So again, like you're not missing out. And I love the free broomsticks, because you can get like pancakes and you can get butterbeer for breakfast and things. So that was really cool.
I love butterbeer; it's so good.
Yeah, really good. Frozen butterbeer is best.
Well, frozen butterbeer, I actually prefer.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Like, I get cravings for it, and I'm like, because I've been to the Warner Brothers tour about 7 times now. Because I keep adding new stuff there, and I'm just like, why don't you serve frozen butterbeer?
It's so annoying, isn't it? Because you can't,
I know.
It's so easy to do. Please, just
I know.
do it.
And I get it's like their secret thing, like, oh, we only sell it here because we want you to come here. But I'm pretty sure they sell frozen butterbeer in the California one now.
Yeah.
The California one. So they can do it.
They also do like hot butterbeer in winter in California, I think, as well.
I couldn't. No.
I'm not. I don't know how I'd feel about that.
No.
It'd have to be
it's
cold.
Like Ribena. A bit sickly, but.
Oh, did you try the pumpkin juice?
No.
That's gross. That is so gross.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't. I wanted the butterbeer ice cream, but by finishing the butterbeer, I was too sick to try the ice cream, because they had the ice cream parlour, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I really want to try it, but by the time I'd finished the actual butterbeer itself, I was too sickly to try.
Yeah, my problem is now that they've got Toothsome, like any ice cream that I would have is just going to be turned into a milkshake at Toothsome.
Yeah, just melts.
It's just so good.
But my friends had it at like 9 a.m. They were like, yeah, we're going to have it. I'm like, what?
What, an ice cream?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
I guess it was quite chilly at that kind of time, so...
Also, you're on holiday. There's no such thing as calories.
Yeah. Not at Disney or Universal anyway.
No, exactly. Yeah. Well, awesome. I think it's been really interesting. And you mentioned you're going back to Paris at the end of this month.
Yeah.
So I hope you have a good time. I'm sure you will.
Thank you. Hopefully it won't snow.
Yeah. Well, it might do. And it was a lot of fun. And most of the rides, if not all of them, stayed open. So.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
So in terms of where people can kind of find you, do you want to talk about some of the things that you're doing on Twitter, wherever else you kind of want to promote?
Yep, I've got my Twitter account, Steph was Photo, and then I've got my blog, which is stepharella.com, and then I'm also on Instagram, which is just Stepharella in there. But yeah, that's where you can find me. Awesome.
Well, thanks, Steph. It's been really good having you on the show, and I think...
Thank you for having me.
No, anytime. And honestly, if you fancy coming back at any point in the future, you're more than welcome. So thanks again to Steph for joining us, and as she just mentioned, please do go follow her on Twitter, go and read her blog, it's very good, and also go and check her out on Instagram. As to where you can find us, we are on our website. We have our own website. We are themeparktrader.com. We are on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Snapchat, we're on Facebook, we're on probably about 10 other platforms that I forget. Our username is always Theme Park Trader, and if you could leave us a little 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice, that would be very nice. I'm on Twitter as well, and my username is Ryanogs, that's Ryanogs, and Dan is also on Twitter, and his Twitter handle is...
Yeah, Scrooby Online. SCRWBY online.
We talked a little bit about our upcoming trip in October today, and that initial episode where we talk about our restaurants and where the plans are at so far will be coming out at some point in the future, probably as soon as we've booked them in April. So make sure...
Not too far away.
No, probably about a month's time, something like that. So, but there's lots more fun to come in between then. So, yes, the plan is we've got another episode coming out later this week where we're going to be talking to ED92, huge Twitter account talking about Paris all the time. They do some great work. Steph mentioned them a couple of times. Obviously, we did as well. That is where we're going to talk about these Disneyland Paris announcements in a lot more detail. So make sure you check that episode out later in the week. And we will see you either then, later in the week, and as per normal, next Monday for another episode where we are joined, and I don't know why we've agreed to this, but we're joined by a member of the Diz After Dark team in next week's episode. And what could go wrong?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the history says that it's possibly not going to be fine, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So
What's the worst could happen?
Between now and then, you've got the episode that's coming out in a few days, and then next week's episode as well. So we will see you next time.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.